this girl told him, some shit she told him. I really couldn't make it out. He was like, that's today? He was like, yeah. She was like, why you ain't tell me? He was like, well, she said, well, I told you it was gonna happen, and I told you it was gonna happen tonight. Like, he thought it was tomorrow, but it was today. So that's why he was like, yo, I'm about to take a nap and try and get up. Nah, I'm not doing fun. When me and him play,
clash of two of the more fervent fan bases around. The Cowboys and the Raiders are underway. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start.
Like I'm talking
25.
about, we had like 2 games. It was 1-point games. 1 point. And the other 2 was like 2 points. No lie. We had like 5 games. It was like 1 to 2 points. I won. I think he won 1. I won like this else. Yeah,
throwing now, Jackson on first down. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
It's a gain of 5, and they're going to have a third down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progression and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Open here, Adam Thielen. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Certainly not what they wanted defensively. We're hoping to hold them to a field goal. Instead, they're able to convert the 3rd and long here on the opening drive.
So not only was it a flipping field position and a flipping fortunes, but how about mentally? You just described it. They were hoping to force them into a field goal there. Instead, they give up the big gain, and now it's 1st and goal. The offense has got them on their heels.
A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for them to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for them. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do pick up positive yardage.
On the ground with a tight end. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
3rd and goal at the 4-yard line. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. We're scoreless after 1. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they contemplate what to do on 4th and goal. Here's Jackson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Touchdown, Raiders. Dalvin Cook, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Oh,
he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Now Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From just shy of midfield, Watson, he'll let one go deep for Howard. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Watson. Flushed out right. Robinson's got it. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. On 4th down, Watson. Dancing to his left. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Handoff comes to Cook. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. Room here to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Elijah Penny, 46 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right?
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'm going rhetorical on you here. Could that pass have been delivered any better to the receiver downfield?
Not at all, and when he catches that, he didn't even have to break stride. Full speed, that's why he got all that yardage after the catch.
Timing, timing, timing.
41 yards rushing for him now to this point. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. O.J. Howard, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. And some space here. There he goes left side. Past the 20.
Mike, camera.
Touchdown, Cowboys. J.K. Dobbins as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Prater for the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And while we weren't quite there yet, you had to start to wonder if there's going to be any life left in this team. And that big return, that could be the exact spark to get them right back into this game.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Max Crosby. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Watson's throw pulled in by Robinson here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. On 1st down, Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run here with Dobbins. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Steps away to his left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Out of the gun, Watson. He'll buy some time right. He finds Robinson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Six yards left on 2nd down. Watson now to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. It's a 4-yard pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. That's caught by Howard.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Watson. And yet again, it's Howard with a catch. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Odell Beckham from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point good by Prater. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A run there with Cook on 1st down, but it won't net him much, maybe a yard. 2nd down coming up.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Jackson to throw. We're quickly to Thielen here. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Throwing now is Jackson. He'll look downfield for Waller. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And a solid run down inside the 30.
53 yards on the ground for him so far.
Rams just made
They run it again with Cook. And he'll be a little shy
It
of
was
the 25 here at the 26-yard
no,
line.
but I had the fullback. If I would have threw it to him, Ramsey would have jumped it.
Run with 3 tight ends.
So I had to wait.
Down.
Ramsey was in front of that nigga. My nigga, what are you talking? Rewind and watch that play again. Nigga, Ramsey was in front of the fullback. And if I would have threw it early, Ramsey would have done exactly what he would have done.
This one a victory for the Las
I
Vegas
was
trying to run
it.
They were
I
held
said, fuck it, let me
scoreless through the
just
entire
throw it up
second
and
half,
try
but
to
their first half
lollipop this shit
output,
over his head.
that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
That was a good game, so I can I don't know.
Straight slinging, you hurt?
Nah, you was not running that shit. I can't say. I be telling people, I don't know how you do them, but when me and you play, you throw the ball. I don't know how you do them, but when me and you play, you throw the ball.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.
And when you run it, you know, it's within the game. Yeah. What you gonna do about that? What? You throw the ball.
They always complain about every L, you heard?
That shit was a good game. Yo, Ramsey just made that play, my nigga.
Yo, that was clutch, my nigga. That was clutch.
Yo, anyhow,
I should have went
that.
to but before that, I could have hit Waller earlier. I waited too long to throw to, like, off rip. He was open. I just waited too long because I thought I was gonna run with Jackson.
Oh, you had one thing you had.
Yeah, and I didn't want to throw the pick, so I like, damn, should I run? And the last minute I said, fuck it,
that dude, because you know with Jackson, his arm ain't like that. You trying to fit that shit in.
It's not.
But then that's why you got the speed. Because what you did, you took that shit to the outside. I said, okay.
But that RPO killed you, the one I did.
Yeah, that first down. I still had a chance at the end. Is Ramsey. That pick hurt it.
That shit hurt it. You hurt it, man.
Oh. It was a good game, though, son. That shit was a good game.
Nigga, Thielen was wilding for me, boy.
Son, Thielen was bugging. You hear me?
Thielen
was bugging. I said, let me tell you, I stopped on Thielen. But I don't know what happened. It was like some glitchy shit that moved me. Because I was on him, like I was like this, on this nigga. Then all of a sudden, like I moved to the right. And that nigga just caught the ball. I said, alright, man. Like, Rambo, I did not move. I stood there. And I pressed triangle. And then Madden said, nah.
And he had 2 defenders on him, so.
Nigga, right, my linebacker and me.
He had 2 defenders on him, boy.
I'm like, alright, nigga. Alright. I already see how they with this shit. So you thing Big C could play.